Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to take a closer look at two incredibly powerful Psalms, Psalm 139 and Psalm 140. These chapters offer us so much comfort and wisdom, especially when we're navigating life's challenges. Let's start with Psalm 139, which is a beautiful meditation on God's intimate knowledge of us. The psalmist, David, opens by saying, "O Lord, you have searched me and you know me." This isn't a casual, surface-level knowing. He goes on to say that God knows when he sits and when he recesses. He perceives our thoughts from afar. Imagine that. Even before a word is on our tongue, God knows it completely. This is a profound truth. We are fully seen, fully known, and fully understood by our Creator. David then marvels at God's omnipresence. He asks, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence?" Whether we ascend to the heavens or make our bed in the depths, God is there. Even darkness is not dark to him. The night shines like the day. This isn't about being watched in a scary way. It's about being constantly held and accompanied. There's no place we can go, no situation we can face, where we are outside of God's loving presence. One of the most famous parts of this psalm is when David talks about how we are made. "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." He praises God, saying, "We are fearfully and wonderfully made." This is a powerful affirmation of our value. Every single one of us is an intentional, beautiful creation. Your very existence is a masterpiece. In a world that often tries to tell us we're not enough, this verse reminds us that we were wonderfully made by the ultimate artist. As the psalm concludes, David invites God to search his heart, to know his anxious thoughts, and to lead him in the way everlasting. This is a prayer of complete surrender and trust. It's acknowledging that we need guidance and that God is the only one who can truly lead us on the right path. It's a beautiful model for our own prayers to be open, honest, and willing to be led. Now, let us turn to Psalm 140. The tone shifts here from awe and wonder to an urgent plea for protection. David cries out, "Rescue me, Lord, from evildoers. Protect me from the violent." This psalm is incredibly relevant for times when we feel surrounded by negativity, injustice, or people who wish us harm. It's a raw and honest prayer for deliverance. David describes the wicked as those who plan evil things in their hearts and stir up war every day. He feels the sting of their sharp tongues, comparing their words to the venom of a serpent. This is something many of us can relate to. Words can hurt deeply, and toxic environments can feel overwhelming. David doesn't pretend to be strong enough on his own. He turns to God as his refuge. He calls God his sovereign Lord, my strong deliverer. This is a declaration of faith in the midst of turmoil. Even when enemies lay traps and snares for him, David keeps his eyes on God. He says, "I know that the Lord secures justice for the poor and upholds the cause of the needy." This is his anchor of hope. He trusts that, ultimately, God is a God of justice who will not let evil triumph forever. The psalm ends with a confident assurance. "Surely the righteous will praise your name, and the upright will live in your presence." Despite the present danger, David looks forward to a future of safety and fellowship with God. This teaches us that even in our darkest moments, we can hold on to the promise of God's ultimate victory and protection. We can cry out to him for help, knowing that he hears us and is our strong deliverer. So, what do we take away from these two psalms? Psalm 139 reminds us that we are intimately known, constantly accompanied, and wonderfully made by a loving God. Psalm 140 shows us that it is okay to cry out for help when we feel threatened and that we can trust God to be our protector and deliverer. Together, they paint a picture of a God who is both infinitely vast and deeply personal, both our Creator and our Defender. I hope this reflection has been an encouragement to you today. Thank you so much for watching. If this blessed you, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. See you next time.